He's making you eat.
Oh, It is dim sum heaven here in the streets of Hong Kong, guys. Alright, what's up DVW fam? So as you guys can see, there's a beautiful harbor behind me overlooking the cityscape and skyline of beautiful Hong Kong. Yes, we are in Hong Kong, guys, a very popular destination for all things foods. Hong Kong has some of the best restaurants, street foods, cuisines in the world, and in this video we're going to show you guys all the popular street food spots in the city in 2025. So yeah, without further ado, I'm getting hungry. See you guys in the streets of Hong Kong. Let's go. All right, as promised, we return to this Hong Kongese barbecue spot here in the Kwa Wan neighborhood, and it is super packed now. One of the owners here was like, you gotta eat it, and he fed it to me. That is really good. There's a nice thick glaze on there. The sauce is amazing. A nice crunch. I'm gonna return to here for some rice for sure. One of Haresh's favorite neighborhood spots because he also lives in the same neighborhood. Good deal.
This is one of the best Char Siu I've eaten, and it's a honey glazed barbecue pork.
Yeah. I usually just find the one that has a long line and check it out. So yeah, some roasted duck or goose, some pork, crispy pork. This is the barbecue pork. Here's some of the chicken. There's a lot of intestines here in Hong Kong, so this is Boss Man here. Roasted pork. Barbecue pork. Excuse me. So there's a typical barbecue roasted meat shop here in Hong Kong. It's pretty convenient, not in taste, but fast food in nature, I feel like. Just go in and grab the food and you're on your way out. Hong Kong really is a true foodie paradise because you're gonna get good Chinese, Hong Kongese food at most of these spots. Like, there's so many and all of them are pretty quality. I'll say most of them fall between a 6 and a 9 out of 10, even if you go to random ones. There's so many to choose from and they're usually all pretty quality. I haven't had a bad experience with a roast pork, roast duck, or most dim sum or Hong Kong food here yet. So a local neighborhood looks like in Kwa Wan. Alright, so we got our fresh plate of barbecue and roast pork, crispy pork over rice here. This is the culture, guys. Just grab a quick plate of hot barbecue roasted and crispy pork over rice, and she already poured the sweet soya or their own flavoring on this already for us. So yeah, right outside of our hotel, so we're gonna try it out for you guys. This is one of the best street foods to get in Hong Kong, which is any roasted barbecue meat shop, but they're not all created equal. Let's try it out. But the rice kind of soaked up some of the sauces here, so it's nice and moist for us. Almost like a Hainan chicken rice, but instead of like chicken broth to it, it is like that sweet soya that blankets the pork and the rice. You have an option to get it with or without, or on the side. So we got it on top. It's nice and neat, quick, ready, easy to go for us. Let's try this another piece of pork. So each style does it a little bit different. This barbecue pork is actually very lean. It's almost like 90-10 lean. And there's a nice crisp and crunch to the outside, but even though it's very lean, it's extremely soft and tender. I don't know how he does it. And this one's on the little sweet side. There's like a thick glaze, honey glaze. So Char Siu barbecue pork should have a honey glaze on it. Not too overbearing. It's delicious. So there's roasted duck, a bunch of stuff there, but I also got crispy pork here. Looks really good. Let me know if you guys hear the crunch. There's a saltiness to this crispy pork. So this is also very lean piece of barbecue or crispy pork, which I like, but there's just a thin fat cap right at the top, and then the top is like a crispy pata, super crispy and salty. Obviously each piece is gonna be a little different, but I think this crispy pork stole the show because this is how I like my crispy pork, which is lean and a very crunchy top here, not too fatty. This piece looks a little bit fattier, but both are great, and the value of this bowl here is 30 Hong Kong dollars. You'll get a nice hearty meal, quick and quality here in Hong Kong. And that's why I've been loving it so far with the street food here. Most of them have been quality and delicious. Here at Guang Feng Xiaolu Specialty Store, neighborhood, local spot, DVW score 9.5 out of 10. One of my favorite crispy porks I've had in the city. That crispy pork on the top is already so salty, you don't even need the sweet soya. The flavor on these meats are perfect, so good. They're also very friendly here. They threw in a complimentary honey tea because they saw I just got the barbecue pork over rice. I didn't even notice it till I just opened it, but let's taste it. Oh, this is fire. I love honey tea. I drink a lot of it in Singapore. Perfect to wash down all this food. A lot of Chinese cuisines, they eat or drink tea with like dim sum or after their meals because some of the meals can be a little bit oily or fatty, so tea is a nice little palate cleanser and washes everything down very smoothly. Usually hot tea though. So one of the more difficult things on this food tour is just naming a lot of these shops because they look very similar and I don't read the characters, but on Google you can translate it right here. So this spot is called Guang Feng Xiaolu. Google comes in clutch with the translations. Maybe 9 aunties here making some fresh dim sum. Looks like wow, a lot of chives. The prices, couple US dollars. Corn fresh meat wonton. These are the prices. It's pretty fair for fresh dumplings. Pretty much like a fast food dumpling spot. So we got this pork wontons, 52 Hong Kong dollars for 15. Pretty good deal. You can choose what kind of sauce you get with it. Ooh. So it looks like they're steaming the dumplings right over here. Noodles going in. Ooh, and they have a sauce buffet and vinegar, soy. This is an all-you-could-dip buffet. More chili oil, minced garlic, green onions, cilantro. Alright, so we stumbled upon this neighborhood dumpling spot and we learned that it's actually a chain. It says that they have over 3,000 stores and I can see why, because I haven't even tasted it yet, but it always looks good when we pass by because near where we're staying and we pass by the spot a lot, and there is always at any time of the day a fresh dumpling wonton maker out front wrapping all the pork, shrimp, dumplings and wontons. So we got this plate of 15 wontons. So here is our plate. It's nice steaming hot. There's some bean sprouts. We got it with the chili oil. There's some green onions on here, bean sprouts, chili oil of course because we opted for that sauce. But yeah, without further ado, all right, let's try a piece here with no sauce, just the chili oil. So decent size. We got 15 of these for 52 Hong Kong dollars. Huge piece of pork inside. Just a lot of garlic in that chili oil. It has a nice saltiness to it, nice pop. Crispy texture from some of the toasted chili and some sesame seeds. Ooh, I like to do a little soy vinegar dipping action, so I'm gonna pour it into here. I'll pour both in together. I'm gonna take one of these bad boys and dip in the garlic soy. Actually, the minced garlic's right here, so we're gonna throw this in. Voila, we got a minced garlic soy vinegar. Let's try this out. The key distinction to these are the meat inside. It tastes a lot of that fresh pork meat, just pops in your mouth. Huge piece. The shell is actually pretty thin, and I like the crispy toasted chili flakes on top. But yeah, I guess this is actually considered somewhat like casual fast food because there's like 3,000 stores. So for pretty much fast Hong Kongese dumplings, they're pretty good. Not the best I've had, but it's just pretty fresh, quality, good price, and convenient. I like the shell to be a little bit more chewy, glutinous. The ones I've had were some of my favorite wontons. Like the shell is just really spongy, glutinous. This one's more for the meat. It's just a nice little thin blanket for the pork inside. But yeah, pretty solid for the price, convenience, cleanliness. I gave it like a 7.9 out of 10 DW score. Solid. There's a heat to that sauce. Woo. This wonton definitely needs the soy sauce because chili oil is good, but it needs a little bit more kick flavor. There's so much good food to be had, so without further ado, let's go find some more authentic Hong Kongese food on this food tour. Let's go. Alright, stomach's full of dumplings, little chili oil on the mouth. I can feel the heat right now in the cold, but yeah, that whole meal of 15 of them, actually we converted it, cost $6.66, so pretty good wonton deal here. So yeah, fueled up for more Hong Kong adventures. Let's go. But as you guys see, there's food almost in every corner wherever you turn. Alright, so you won't run out of dumpling stores. This one has an English translation, Feng Shui dumplings. So this is what I mean, guys. Every corner around here there is delicious dumplings and street food that will fuel you up and fill you up, and at a pretty good price, like $52.75. Solid. So we're walking in Tsim Sha Tsui East, and it's a very popular shopping district, but we passed by this little cute looking tea shop here. It's called Yi Fong Taiwan Fruit Tea, and Haresh here says that they have a drink here that's very popular that we must get.
That's a brown sugar pearl tea.
Ooh, it has a lot of pearl. I love that. I love pearl. Alright, so we got our drink here, and visually I'm already loving it. If you guys know anything about me, you guys will know I love boba pearl. And look, there's a bunch of boba in here. It's like half boba, guys. I'm in boba heaven. Yeah, so it's fresh boba because I feel like it's warm down here, and it's really ice cold milk on top. So Haresh said this is a must-get drink here. I believe boba was created in Taiwan. This is my first boba tea experience in Hong Kong. Looks beautiful. I love boba. Woo. There's a bunch of boba pearl. First thing I noticed, like every sip, I get like 10 boba pearls. They're nice and sweet, tapioca flavored balls, and it's a nice chew. This one is more soft. You know, some bobas can be harder, crunchier, chewer. This one's soft, and it's like a honey boba, like a honey pearl. Tastes a lot like that honey. Nice sweetness to it. It works very well with the milk because the milk itself, the latte, doesn't have too much sweetness, but all the sweetness is coming from the boba pearls. And there's like some slight caramel action throughout the drink. So yeah, it's a subtle sweetness from the caramel and the honey of the boba. And that's how Asians like their desserts. Not too sweet. We're good to go. And for the price, this was 38 Hong Kong dollars for a large. Something like $4, so pretty good value for all the boba you get. So yeah, we're gonna walk around the rest of this area and enjoy our drink. Let's go. I'm like a kid in a candy store. Maybe it's just me because I love Chinese food and dim sum. Like back home, you gotta, you know, search and scour for good dim sum, but here in Hong Kong, they're everywhere in these street food stalls, and like just visibly, I could already tell they're good because you see the steaming, hot, big cartridges, and I feel like everywhere I stop, Haresh is like, oh, this one is popular, this one is well known. I cannot walk a few steps without stopping and gawking at some really delicious looking Chinese food. This is a bao spot. So it's just about over $1 for a bao, 10 Hong Kong dollars, like $1, it's not 10 American US dollars. So look, these are the cartridges. And dim sum is served fresh, so if you guys come too late, they might run out of some, because I went to one of these spots at night and they didn't have all the items here, so it looks like some pan-fried baos. I'll get one of these, please. One? See, yeah, one. Pork cabbage bun. Yes. Try it. And a lot of things here are cash only, of course. Ong koi sai. Thank you. Yeah. This is all, you know, candid, unexpected, because we're just walking and seeing good food and grabbing it. So this is a popular bun spot called Tong Ki Bao Dim. And woo, nice, big, fresh. We got the pork and cabbage. We asked the Asian auntie there what was the best item. Let's take a bite. I just got the bao itself. And ooh, the top is nice and moist. I love a good white bao. So few places I noticed have this, but they even serve like the dough bao. And a place that just serves like the dough white bao with no filling, that means they're confident in their baos, that the bao itself is good. And I can attest that just the bao, like the white part here, is nice, has a natural sweetness from the yeast, and nice and doughy, but this is more on like the spongy, bouncy side, the nice chew. But let's get to the filling, pork and cabbage. Has a soft, grounded up, moist piece of pork. I don't know what it is about the pork filling that they are using in all of these dim sum bao items here in Hong Kong, but they're very quality, fresh tasting, and soft. Look at this. Just the pork itself, I would say it's better than some of the ones back home. I don't know what it is. Pork in Asia, very good. You guys hear that crunch? That's from the cabbages. It's also nice, refreshing, nice little snack to grab, to go, and you know, keep walking and going about our day. So yeah, guys, on to more Hong Kong street tours. DVW score for this, the bun, 9.5. Whole thing, 9.1 out of 10 because the value is great. Salud. It's the Michelin Man. Don't get confused, guys. I don't know. I might be wrong, but you know how like there's the Michelin guide and it's from the Michelin Man? I've seen a lot of stalls that actually just have a picture of the Michelin Man, but not like the Michelin placard. I don't know what that's all about. I mean, there's no rule that says you can't have a picture of the Michelin Man there, but if something's on the Michelin guide, they'll have like the red, like official Michelin placard, usually out front, because Hong Kong has so many Michelin stars or Michelin guide bib gourmands. But yeah, I've seen like this guy a couple times in some of the menus. I just think it's really funny. Okay, easy enough. Was just walking around, said I wanted some bread egg tarts, and these are actually a Hong Kong staple as well. There's cookie egg tarts, crisp egg tarts, and I've seen some people outside waiting for their serving, so why not check it out? As you guys can see, the distinct yellow egg tarts are displayed right in front. That's what drew me in, so let's try it out. Can I get an egg tart and a cookie egg tart, please?
一個呢個，一個嗰個。
5 each. Should I try one of these? Durian shortcake. Bin Xiao Bing. That looks good. Always bring cash in Hong Kong. Always I. See. Alright. Oh, I forgot my bakery item. Here you go. So we're at Lucky Star Bread shop here. Alright, so another thing you guys need to try in Hong Kong are their egg tarts. So we got two versions here, an egg crisp tart and an egg cookie tart. So yeah, this is a very popular item, but not all of them are created equal. But this shop here I was recommended to try, and it looks like this one of their best sellers because they keep refilling it, because I'm walking back and forth and some of them go and then they keep refilling and restocking them with more. And there's another lovely lady behind me grabbing some more egg tarts as well, if you guys can see. So this one here is the egg tart cookie. Let's try this one out. It's warm, nice, hot, and fresh. Guys, Asian desserts, a series. Like, the saying is so true, Asians don't like their desserts too sweet, because there's a slight sweetness from the cookie on the outside, but the egg tart inside, it's not really sweet at all. It's very, it tastes a lot of the texture. It's fluffy, it's like an egg souffle. It's very eggy. It's almost like a savory dessert. It's all about the texture. The outer layer is a nice crunch from the cookie crust. It's a little bit flaky on the inside, and then the egg tart itself is very, very soft. It just melts in your mouth. You see how it's breaking apart? That's why it's in like a little cupcake pouch. There's no pretty way to eat this. Let's try it out. Extremely hot. The texture in this one is different because it's all flaky, as you guys can see. It's a crisp. This one, the outer layer was more firm. The cookie crust, very flaky if you guys like the flaky crust. And for some reason, it also seems like the egg tart itself is pretty soft as well. I find that the egg tart in here is more sweet than this one, because a lot of the sweetness here is coming from the cookie, and a lot of the sweetness here is coming from the egg tart. This one's more on the cookie side. This one feels like more of a complete dessert, so I'll go with this one. But yeah, guys, I've tried Hong Kong style egg tarts for the first time here on the streets of Hong Kong, and this is a very popular item, common item, dessert item, bakery item to get in Hong Kong, so it's a must try. And my thoughts on it is that it is an Asian dessert, not too sweet like the rest of the Asian desserts. So it's very welcoming, like a lot of these fish balls, street food items. It's very mild in flavor. Even the sweets are very mild, so very addicting. It's all about the texture. You can keep munching on them, chewing on them, and eating them, you know, all day if it's just in your hands. DVW score of 8.5 out of 10 if you guys like, you know, the texture of egg. Salud. There's durian all over Asia, but I find that in Hong Kong they put durian in a baked item, so I'm not a fan of durian, but I like to explore and show you guys my take. So let's try the durian shortcake. Definitely have that durian stink, that odor, but it's interesting. I thought it would be like durian paste filling inside, but I feel like the durian is like mixed into the dough of the shortbread already. It's nice and flaky, and like the whole bread is durian flavor. Like it's not durian paste inside, but not bad. I feel like I've had some durian desserts here before, and that's probably the best way to try durian if you guys haven't, because it minimizes, you know, some of that odor, that smell of durian, and it's just mixed within the baked items. And I also went to a all-you-could-eat durian dessert buffet, so make sure you guys check that video as well. We had a lot of durian treats there. But yeah, comment down below, you guys like durian or not? It's not bad. On to more Hong Kong adventures. Let's go. Alright, you guys, so on our next stop for this Hong Kong food tour, we got street dim sum and Baos. Look at this. Boodum Luli. Let's go. Boodum Luli. Boodum Luli. We're about to get some booty lim li. Hey, I love Hong Kong food. There's always big dim sum basket. Usually the difference is the ones in the street food, there's always like a bunch of huge dim sum baskets, and there's a bunch of dim sum in there rather than just small cartridges at a restaurant. Got the doughy balls. You can see the har gow, chives. It is dim sum heaven here in the streets of Hong Kong, guys. For real. Bunch of colorful dessert. Wow, look at all this good dim sum, guys. So we're about to get the shui mai. One shui mai, please. Yes, so she puts it into that bowl for us. Could you soy sauce? Siao. It's called siao here. It's called siao here. So this is the first impressions of Hong Kong thing. This happened to me like a couple of times. It's pretty common. Like you'll be in a line and like someone will just like squeeze in front of you, squeeze to the side of you or the back of you, like just ahead of you. So the concept of lines here, it's just the lines are blurry. Hey, all pun intended. All right, guys. I've been here for 5 days. It's definitely like a culture shift, or I'm not used to it. Obviously, I'm a tourist, but I just want you guys to be prepared when you come here and not be scared or alarmed. In some of these street food spots, sometimes the interactions are a little bit, you know, different than back home when you go to a restaurant or like a food stop and they're serving you, because they're speaking Cantonese. I obviously don't understand it, but sometimes it might sound like they're yelling at you, but most of the time they're not, because afterwards it smiles, you know, it's thank yous, koi sai, this and that. But then sometimes when you hear them speaking Cantonese and the tones here in Hong Kong and they're speaking to their other co-workers, it might seem like something's going on, and it's sometimes something really might be going on. Like right now, I think they were fighting about, you know, some mishaps in the kitchen. But I just want you guys to be prepared, because, you know, most of the time, if it sounds like they're fighting, I guess it's just the tones in Cantonese. They're not fighting, guys. It's all good. So don't be alarmed, don't be discouraged, because I have, you know, a friend here who speaks Cantonese, and he's just like, they're not really saying anything, they're just talking. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You can come here to Hong Kong anytime. You're most welcome.
All right, so trying another dim sum, one of many dim sum street food stalls all throughout Hong Kong. It's one of my last meals on the street food tour. Take a look at this. My luggage here. So this is doubles as my table. This is Hong Kong culture, guys. Just grabbing your street food and eating it where else? The street. So let's judge this spot. That's the thing about dim sum and Hong Kong street food. Dim sum needs to be piping hot, fresh. And you can't win them all. Sometimes you get to a spot where it's not as fresh. The meat inside is really good, and the shrimp, very big meatball, but the outer shell is not too glutinous. It's kind of like stale, so. But that soy sauce, flavor is really good, and the meatball and shrimp inside, really fresh pop. So even when it's not the best dim sum, there'll always be a standard. Like, it's still pretty good, like a 7.2. Pan fried dumplings, tries out. There's like a layer of oil to this, probably from the pan fry. This is an older batch, I could tell, but I could tell that the shell is nice and glutinous. It was very good once. The difference is, I thought it'd be just like pure pork or pork and shrimp, but this is like a refreshing spring dumpling. But this is like cabbage, carrots, wood ear mushroom. So it has like a sour pop, refreshing pop, and it's all wrapped into this glutinous rice shell. I give it a 7. Ooh, it's nice and hot. It looked like it just came out of the oven, wherever they cooked it in. Okay. So this is why I ordered a couple things for you guys. This is the Hong Kong culture. So I've noticed there's a lot of dim sum stalls everywhere. Like, they'll have the standard dim sum, shimai, baos, but I find that they're all pretty good, but certain spots have standout items that are better than others. This one, their baked items, they had like a big display of baked items, so I had an inkling that their baked items were good. And this one is a baked item, it's very good. It's very doughy, almost mochi-like on the inner layer as well. It's crunchy on the outside, kind of like a potato ball or like a Brazilian cheese ball, but then there's like some pork inside, some minced pork outer layer. That part is a 10 out of 10 for me. If you just sell me this without the minced pork, 10 out of 10. The minced pork inside, to use a little bit more, a little less sauce, a little more meat, I give this like a 8.7 out of 10. It's pretty good. This is my favorite item here. Like this one, I went to one night and they're closing and they ran out of the ones I wanted, but the dim sum here were still pretty fire. So we came back for round 2. This is the one that I actually wanted that night, so let's try it out. This is how things are here, so make sure you guys kind of make way or else you guys will wait forever. Just gotta give you guys this tip because, you know, it really is how it is. Like, if you guys are at a line or at a market, you guys really gotta like squeeze your way in or like make sure they know you're up here. Cause like, look, where's the line, guys? Where's the line? There's no line. But that's just the culture here and I'm fine with it, but I just want people to know that if you guys are first timers, just unless you guys want to wait like 30-40 minutes, you guys got to squeeze your way in. It's been a few minutes. So this is how you do it, guys. You gotta squeeze through, squeeze through. You guys gotta squeeze through. That's how you do it, guys. Point of view. You gotta squeeze through. Then let them know what you want. Yes, we got it. Yes. Don't get your feelings hurt if this is your first time and these things happen to you. It's like no harm, no foul. It's just the way it is. So I just wanted to show you guys a vibe because at the end of the day, we are in Hong Kong. This is the culture I'm learning here. I've been here for 5 days and it's happened to me too many times for me to not realize it's a normal occurrence. So just want to give you guys a tip. If you guys want your stuff in a timely manner, and you guys know that you're here in front of a couple people, you guys gotta like squeeze your way through, all right? Or else you'll be waiting here forever because there's not a clear-cut line in most of these places. And some more confusing than others. Alrighty, so found a little cozy corner. The spot is actually right behind us, by the way. It's right over there. And you always gotta make your own dining table in Hong Kong street food. This is a pan-fried pork bun. Let's try it out. I know why I returned for this place. The bun is so good. I got a bun the other day, and also they had like a little cute bao in the front, so I knew the bun was gonna be good. So it's a nice, you know, slight oil on the outside because it's pan-fried, oil pan-fried. Almost like a panini on the bottom, a little crisp crunch, but then when you get into the bao, it's nice, soft, and chewy, and a slight sweetness from the yeastiness of the bao. And it's just minimal pork and cabbage on the inside, and I like that's minimal because if it's too much, you can't taste the deliciousness of the bao. Difference, instead of like a traditional regular bao, the pan-fried bao This one's on the lighter side. I've had some pan-fried baos where it's really juicy pork on the inside. It kind of squirts in your mouth. But this one's just a regular pork cabbage. A little bit on the drier side. Not dry, but it's not a juicy pork dumpling. So this one is more on the baoy side, if that makes sense. Nice crisp, and then when you get inside, it's like a pillow. But there's a more steam one where it's all soft throughout. Those ones I love as well, but this one is fire. It's crazy. We're in Kwa Wan, local neighborhood spots. That's where you're gonna find the bangers, guys. This bao DVW score, 8.8 out of 10. And it'd be like a 9.3, but a lot of these, I'm not getting the freshest, and this one's still pretty good. So yeah, I definitely endorse the spot for their baos. They have a lot of good stuff over there. And look at the crowds. Always a crowd and fresh dim sum. Salud. All right, guys, so it's been a great time touring Hong Kong and all of its delicious dim sum, Hong Kongese food and street food. But as you guys can see, we got our dim sum and baos to go. Got the metro station right there, and it's time to go on another adventure. So I hope you guys like this food tour, and as always, if you guys like this video, please like it. Comment down below if you have any recommendations for us, and click here somewhere over there for more food and street food adventures in another country or city we visit. And yeah, subscribe for more DVW food vlogs. Deuces.